Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody from the common gamer to the game creators. This is Godslayer 428. I decided to make this video due to the fact that the God of War Ragnarok Collector's Edition and Jotnar Edition were completely sold out within 20 minutes of release. And to a lot of us gamers who are heavily interested and have a love for God of War, that is extremely upsetting. For me, especially, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there. Oh, I'm your #1 fan. Granted, I can say I'm part of a class of a, if you will, I don't know, a super fan or an extreme fan of God of War. I am. Did I have it from God of War 1, the original release in was it March 2005? No, I didn't get it right away. I got it a little bit later. By the time I started playing God of War, let's see, God of War, I think 3 came out already, and I started on God of War 2 when you guys created the PlayStation 2 God of War. No, actually, it was PlayStation 3, technically speaking, God of War 1 and 2 bundle editions. I played it there first. My cousin introduced it to me. I was staying over their house because something happened at my home, and it made me extremely angry, you know. And I went there to get away, and God of War was extremely helpful when it came to being, an angry individual. For me, God of War eventually just became an outlet overall. Became a character I could relate to, my favorite game of all time. As long as I live, as long as there's a God of War to come out, the next one, I will get it. I have all of the God of Wars. I have the PSP versions. I have the PlayStation 2 versions. I have any version on PlayStation 3. I've platinumed every single God of War with the exception of Ascension, because Ascension wasn't really all that necessary. But I do have it, and I did have a plan of platinuming it, but I got all of them. I loved all of them. Now, when this one came out, I wasn't skeptical or anything about it. Especially when we were all like, well, what happened to the Blades of Chaos? And I had hope when this one was coming out. I had pre-ordered this one. It came out for $420, and I cleared the entire game, platinumed it $425. And I cleared it in under 72 hours total of the actual gameplay time. And there's things about this game. For instance, the armor I'm wearing now is supposedly the plus version of the Ivaldi armor, which, I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed when they didn't keep its original look versus just making it to the ancient armor look. I thought that was a bit lazy on their part, but I guess it is what it is. I would have rather them kept the original look of this armor versus just making it look like this. It just seemed like they took the ancient stone armor one, then they took the breastplate of the traveler look, and they just applied all the plus armors with those two or few looks, and it was like, oh, that's very disappointing. Very disappointing. The original armor of this is how it looked. Where is it at? Let me see. Because I got the pauldron of Deadly Mist. I have the original still, which, in my opinion, is still the best looking armor in this game. How do I turn that off real quick? I just want to see it. I don't want to equip that, I just wanted to see it. Well, yeah, might as well equip it. This, my personal opinion, is one of the best looking armor sets in the game. And of course, it was one of the strongest armor sets, if not the strongest, in the game. I mean, look at that. That's a nice pauldron set and gauntlet armor. Like, come on. How can you not like that? And then it went from this to looking like this. Like, come on. Really? That's a downgrade. Such a downgrade. Hey, how you gonna make it look like, where's it at? Where it at? Where it at? I don't know if I even still have the ancient original armor set, but I do have the, I think I have the superior version, do I? No, I think I got rid of it. I found that it was useless to hold on to. I kept certain ones for like a bit of, I guess you could say, a sentimental reason or value. Like this one, I like the look of it. The way the pauldron looks is my favorite kind of look and style of these armors. Obviously, I got that one because it was Sindri's Royal Dwarven, and this was Brock's. So I got those ones. And there's the Breastplate of Traveler. I went and got the plus versions as soon as I could. Then these two. This one was just what, Tyr's armor? And this one was, I think, the, is it this? No, it's not the Zeus one. Can't remember what it was. But when I saw the new armors, I was like, this was a bit kind of lazy. You know, a little bit lazy that they kind of did that. And then there's the Cuirass of Ares and Zeus. Like, it's the same thing, just a little different in color. But I guess it is what it is. It was nice to get something, period. You take it as in the end of the day. Well, my point is, I love this character. I love this game series. It helped me get through rough times in my life and helped me deal with my anger. It was an outlet for me. You know, it was always nice to drop in this game when you're angry and just mow down crowds of enemies, or just bash on an enemy, or just brutalize them, and it felt good to let it out there versus, you know, something in your bedroom. Yeah, granted, I wish I had a punching bag sometimes, but this was good enough for me for a good period of time. I could heavily relate to this character. And that's why I love Kratos so much in God of War game series. So when the announcement of another game coming out, yeah, of course you're crazy excited, you're ready for it. And I tried to get the God of War PlayStation 3 edition. I wanted to get the actual God of War PlayStation. Then I was gifted a PlayStation 3, so I was like, well, there's no point in me getting another PlayStation. It was kind of out the window. Then I knew you guys were going to do no God of War, which turned out to be God of War 2018. And I was like, I'm going to get the PlayStation 4 version. I ended up getting a PlayStation 4 a little early because my brother was a bit with his game, and I just could not. I needed to play a game. I needed to play my games. I missed them a little bit, so out of frustration, I went and bought a a PlayStation 4. And then sometime later, the God of War 2018 version came out, and they did the entire PlayStation 4 God of War version, everything. And then this time around, you know, we find out that not a single game company is allowed to make their own PlayStation edition due to the fact that there's been crazy shortages on the PlayStation 5. And honestly, I said I was kind of done buying consoles because, you know, it is a bit expensive. Games gone up, the consoles themselves gone up, and it's a little ridiculous. I wasn't going to buy a PlayStation 5, but then I was like, the only way I would buy a PS5 is if they did a God of War edition. Another God of War game came out. When I mean, I kind of knew another God of War was going to come out. So I was kind of anticipating it. Only to find out that's not happening. But then, you know, alright, we're going to do collector's editions and then multiple editions for the game instead. At first you're like, come on, really? And I'm like, you know what? Alright, it is what it is. Oh, I'm about to get my ass whooped while talking about the next game. But it is what it is. Alright, ultimately, this video is probably going to be more of a message to Santa Monica Studios and Sony Entertainment. Like I said, it really sucks at the fact that the edition of the collector and the edition sold out within like 20 minutes of dropping. And what makes it worse is that it's literally like scalpers and people who are just trying to drive the price up for people who use bots to purchase them, only just to bring, only to overprice it and sell it. Crazy high numbers, and it's kind of fucking irritating that someone like fans like me who really want these things can't get them, or will have to shell out crazy amounts in a time like nowadays when you have stuff like COVID happening and gas prices flying up and prices of items in general, the price of living is just going up. How are we gonna, who's gonna spend 600 to a grand on this stuff? You know, your casual, normal human beings who don't have money like that. I'm still trying to get my shit together. I'm trying to start my own company. I'm trying to get my own place. I've got a lot of things to spend, so just trying to get this alone would be a bit hard for me. But being the fan that I am, I want it. It's difficult. These little things. My point is, I'm just hoping that something can be done. I'm hoping, but I'm doubtful. You know, I hope, but I doubt they're going to be able to do anything. How are they going to be able to tell what pre-orders were purchased in multitude and which ones were legit or illegitimate? Like, that would be cool if they could, but like I said, it sucks though, because I really wanted to get the Jotnar edition. If I'm gonna get this, I was like, I'm gonna go all out. Next year it was sold out. I go to work that morning, the game drops, right? And it's sold out completely. I'm like, are you kidding me? Literally? So you're telling me I'm not gonna be able to get this? That was pretty much the case. I'm not able to get it. They sold it out now. They're in front of me. I'm telling you, and it's ridiculous. I'm trying to get this one because these things are ridiculous. Like, oh yeah, this mode, by the way, is give me God of War. I usually play most games. I'll go normal unless the game tells me, oh, hey, here's what we think your difficulty rating is. Unless the game puts me in normal or hard, I started in normal, then I usually play it again on hard. But that was usually because games had a trophy or trophies for beating like most God of War games did. A lot of God of War games had the trophy in the hard mode. So I was like, oh, I gotta play it on the hardest mode, so I would. And yeah, like I said, I've platinumed every God of War game with the exception of that.
Keep your wits about you, boy. Right, if Modi found us, Baldur cannot be far.
Good. I have a few words for him too.
No, you do not. You will leave him to me.
So you can kill him. Because that's what we do to our enemies, right? Because he'd do the same to us.
I am at the part where Atreus starts acting like a little asshole. There's no better way to put it. He starts acting like a little asshole. I don't know. I just, it's just crazy when you see sometimes, like, I've got a friend who's a Horizon Zero Dawn super fan, and she was personally acknowledged by Guerrilla Games Studios and all that. And it's crazy to know that there's stories like that where sometimes the game company will reach out to their loyal fans. And I was like, man, part of me wishes that could happen here in this scenario. Because at this point, as much as it kills me to say what I'm about to say next, and because like I said, I bought this game. When it dropped, pre-order, bought it, got it 420, 100%ed it at 425, cleared the game in under 72 hours. But I, in all honesty, do not think I'm gonna get God of War Ragnarok if I can't have the Jotnar edition. And that's it. Simple as that. As much as I want to be that person that gets it as soon as it comes out and clears it as fast as I can, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't want this game unless I'm getting the Jotnar edition. Simple as that. And that's coming from someone who's played this for a very long time and loves this game. This is absolutely my favorite game series.
Oh yeah, this room. But we need a new way up.
Wow, I'm not even telling this kid to do any of these things. He's just doing them. Come on, jump at me. Fire, guys.
Okay back there.
I like how that kid's just operating on his own rules right now. Oh! Did not see that coming. I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I did, but I didn't. Boy.
So that's it then.
That's it? Oh, I never repurchased the stone. Dang. I should have did that. All I know is Santa Monica. Crazy respect for them. For their game that they've created. Honestly, I feel like they're not going to be done with this after Ragnarok. And, you know, I would hope to see more, you know, beyond this. And they inspire me. And
Oh yeah.
this company
But we need a new way out.
was one of the few that I would want to follow in their, you know, follow as an example if I, you know, if or and when I have my own company. I would like to follow in their example. I have a list of few companies that I would follow, and ones that I would not. I'm not going to name any right now. I mean, that's all I have really to say. Is the point of this is just to simply let them know. You know, hey, I'm one of your fans. Kind of messed up that I wish I had an opportunity to get the jotnar edition. You know, I wish I did. But I'm probably not getting the next game. And I don't think there's, oh, maybe he will. He said probably. Nah. I can't have the jotnar edition. I don't think I'm getting it. And yeah, I am indeed a collector. I do have a collection of God of War figure action. And I prefer detailed. I'm not someone who goes out, collecting pops. Granted, I could, but I'd rather not. I prefer detailed things. So, things that look a little more realistic. I'm actually an artist myself, so I'm a realism artist. I prefer realism more than abstract. Granted, all artists can be, you know, subjective and considered beautiful. I love art, all of it, and you know. But personally, if I make something, my art has to look real. It just has to look real for me. Just for me. I'm just that critical of my own work. You know? And that's how I expect out of other things that I want to enjoy. When I look at God of War, and if I were to buy a model or a figure, it has to look real. That's what I expect out of these things. It's got to look real. Fire guys right now, they're just your worst enemy. You give me God of War.
You've forgotten your training.
Oh, are you talking to me? Thought you didn't like my tone.
Wow. Oh, this is just my favorite part. Acting like such a little dick. Oh, you talking to me? Just sporadically. Oh, cup. That's right.
You know there's no way up this way, right?
Wow. Boy. Bottoms up. Is there anything else that I may have passed coming through here the first time? Checking. Man, Atreus' attitude. quick, taking a little once over in this little area before I pass through. I think this stone stays white. And this was the way to originally get through here, I believe. I would just lift and go. Chain we pulled earlier, and the chain we used to get down. Which I can't just jump off. Alright, that's one thing. Some of these drops, just let me drop off, please. Just let me walk right off.
God.
Flip into. Alright. Open this chest.
Come, boy.
Come, boy. I could do better than that. Boy. Got the elevator there. Did I ever open this one? Well, no. Nope. Got too hasty there. Is it there? I forgot how to really do this. Okay. That's how. Left stick. Okay. One. Another one was right here. Another one should be down here somewhere. Just past it. Oh, as for this fight, I'm probably not going to initiate it. Because it will probably take me way too long to even beat it. But I am going to go get the portal uncovered. And look for a crow if there is one. Boy. Boy, do this. Do that. Read this. Do you have something to say? It's funny, even my gamer tag is a little tribute to God of War. I'm fairly certain that he was only ever called, I don't know up to this point though, because I haven't really listened for it, but he was only called Godslayer once, which was in the PSP version of God of War, Ghost of Sparta. It was the daughter of Thanatos Aerens. She literally was on the other side of the bridge. She says Kratos, the God Slayer, and since then I knew that was going to be my tag name. So I used that as my tag name since.
Wonder if Modi was somehow able to sever its connection to the World Tree to funnel us here.
Grab. Let's take that. Leave that there, because you never know, and you're going to actually need it for the actual encounter. Valkyries are like the hardest thing in this game. Some are easy, a few give you a challenge, and the final one is worse than any boss in this damn game, and I do not care what anybody says on that. It's a fact.
Another Valkyrie.
We should probably do something about them.
It is none of our concern.
This is what I came here
Watch
for.
yourself, boy.
What? You weren't gonna say that?
Maybe.
Raven. Yeah, I don't know if this is an easy or hard one. I mean, I'm feeling a bit rusty. It's been a while. But I'll give it a go, just to have something to go.
Guess you're doing this.
Don't know if she's easy or not. Oh! Okay, she might be a little easy. I'm not sure right here. I'm said rusty. for me in my case. Yeah, no, she's tough for me. Oh, well, she's not that bad. Her health drain is pretty good, actually. Oh! Forgot how to dip. Doing not well. Oh no! Woo! Get away from her. Get away from her. What? Oh, that forward move. Wait a second. I had a stone and it didn't activate last time. What kind of shiznit is that? Just take my meteorite fire. Forget you, lady. Oh, yeah, she's ridiculous. This is gonna be hard in God of War mode. She's got too many, like, aura moves or forward-facing wave moves. That's ridiculous. But, with everything being said, to the point, Santa Monica Studios, I love your work, I love what you've done, I love God of War. I've been with it for a long time. I'm one of the biggest fans you will have on this. As much as it pains me, like I said, I don't see myself getting God of War Ragnarok unless I'm getting the Jotnar edition. It's just, I missed out on so many other collections. I missed out on the PSP God of War version. I missed out on the PlayStation 3 God of War version. I missed out on the PlayStation 4 God of War version. I did not want to miss out on the next thing, and within 20 minutes, it was gone. I got up and went to work. I wasn't expecting to go like that. But nowadays it sucks because you got too many greedy people in this world who do not care like we do. I just want the opportunity to purchase the Jotnar edition. That's all I'm asking. Santa Monica Studios, Sony Entertainment. That's all your fan wants. A chance to get it. This is Godslayer 428. Thank you for your time is all I can say on that one.